What's up? Else up. Y'all, we got a great show lined up today. Welcome everybody in Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter to the coolest podcast show around. I got it? Yeah! I said the coolest podcast show that's around. My little cane. Ring the bell. There I go. Come on in here, y'all. We got a great show lined up for you today. Else up. Okay, welcome everybody in. Yeah. What's going on with y'all out there today? Thank you. Coolest podcast show around, Little Lady Blue podcast. Welcome everybody in. I see y'all watch me out on Facebook, and YouTube. You guys, if you're just tuning in, I am Little Lady Blue. This is Little Lady Blue podcast, and you guys, I want y'all to later on. I'll be telling y'all to go to my page, watch, like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, comment now. Make sure you leave comments. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show today. Y'all ready to get on with the show? Today's show, I'm going to be talking about, because try to stay on positivity. Did I say it right? Positivity. Okay. Today's show, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about, well, just reflecting. I ain't going to say talking about. We're going to reflect on A Different World sitcom. Do y'all remember that? Yeah. Because y'all know last time I talked about, I be doing it on movies. You never know what you're going to get on Little Lady Blue podcast. That's why my podcast show is so exciting, because you never know what you're going to get, what you're going to see, what you're going to, run. I hope y'all in my little show that I did out at Flea Market Saturday. Let me hit my button, y'all. There was a lot of people that was out there at the flea market right from my neighborhood. They came out to support your girl, Little Lady Blue. And people were buying things, you guys, and it was from the neighborhood where I grew up. You guys get on my channel, you guys see that show that we did. We're going to be out there, try to be out there every weekend, but I'll let you guys know if I'm going to be there this weekend. You come on out, take a look around. You might find something that you might like or need, you guys. So without further ado, we're going to get back into this show, which is A Different World sitcom. It was a very inspired sitcom, so I just did want to do a little reflection on this show today. So for the cheering of today, because they always say the cheering of today, they don't have a lot of, which they do. They got a lot of great shows, and it's just a different time. This was called A Different World, but I think the next show should be A Different Time. Okay, the next show should be A Different Time. It's like we're in a different time now. Let me do this right fast, and we're gonna jump right into the show. Okay, I'm back. There you go. And so a different world was a show I just decided to reflect on, because you've seen me talk about the movie The Woman King, The Beast. I do different talk about different movies and sitcoms and stuff as well, you guys. So I wanted to reflect on this because it was, to me, was a very inspiring show, and I believe that the youth do need to see more inspiring shows and inspiring things that to make them want to do better and do, you know, great things with their life. So at the time when we were coming up, one of our favorite shows, well, I'm gonna say mine, was Different World. Yeah, that's right. And I say this, you guys, because A Different World was just like what it said for the times of the, I think it was late 80s or 90s, early 90s. I'm going to read it in just a minute. It was a time of where to graduate, to being able to graduate from high school, from college, or whatever, that was a really big thing, which is still, it's even bigger now, but it was a really big thing to do, and something that, you know, you really got encouraged to do. And a lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of people, you had a lot of dropouts and stuff at that time. So to be to a different world, once you made it to college, if you can make it through school, high school, the next step was to go to college. And once you make it to college, you know, it definitely, 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 definitely was a different world once you made it to college. So that was one of my favorite sitcoms. So if you young children don't know nothing about A Different World, let me read to y'all right now about this great, great, great icon, historic. I ain't gonna say historic or not like that, but it's an icon. This show right here is The Different World, because I don't think it's that old yet. Okay, this show, y'all, it actually kicked off from this lady right here. It's spin off. I'm gonna tell y'all who produced it, but this lady right here, y'all, it's actually a spin off from her in the Cosby Show. And y'all know that was the Bill Cosby who produced that, and I think he had something to do with Different World too. But it actually was like a spinoff. It goes on from that show to tell y'all about Denise and her life when she went to college. And when she went to college, she met all these beautiful people right here, which made up a different world for her. So it says Denise Hustle in A Different World. Y'all, she went to Hillman College, which predominantly was an all-black college, and it's popular in this popular Cosby Show snip off. So see, she came when she was in the Cosby Show. She decided from the Cosby Show she's gonna go off to college from the Cosby Show, and she became a sophomore. Denise shares her quarters with divorced freshman Jalecia. Y'all see Jalecia though. I like, now you guys, if you just tuned in, this is about an inspiring sitcom, A Different World. It was very inspiring in the 80s and 90s. You guys, Jalecia is the one in the red right there. Make some noise for Jalecia. We got to tell y'all a little bit about her character. I remember little bits and pieces about her character. Jalecia was something else now. She was on her grind now. She was on her stuff at all time. So Denise moved into the freshman dorm, and Jalecia and naive Maggie. I think that was the other young lady. I'm thinking this is. I'm not for sure. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I think this was Maggie right here, but I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure if that was Maggie, but I know Jalecia is in the red right here. So it says she moved into the dorm with them, and one of Hillman's few white students. Okay, yeah. So there was her. This is her right here. This is Maggie right here, y'all. She was the little naive sharing the dorm room with Lisa Bonet, so which is Denise. So and other Hillman students include Whitley, it named a couple of them. Southern Belle from, y'all know who Whitley is now. Whitley is the one in the blue, and it basically really just, she the one kind of just really blossomed on the show. Whitley Gilbert, which is Jasmine Guy, was a real funny character. And just like they picked all these people, just made the show perfect. I couldn't, I couldn't see nobody else playing these characters, except whoever picked these characters. They like nailed them on the spot. Uh, Dwayne Wayne, which is the nerd back here. That's Dwayne Wayne standing behind Whitley back here, you guys, next to the bald head guy. That's Dwayne. He was always trying to be cool, but yet still was just being like, was just a nerd or a geek or something like that. But he tried to have a little swag. Dwayne ended up having swag to him. Later on, it really got good. It really got interesting because he came on with it later on. So, and oh, okay, they told me I need to read this. Okay, I'm gonna come right back, y'all. Hold on 1 minute. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be non-profit, educational, or personal use. Tips and balance in favor of fair use. Okay, now I can get back to it. I had to share that with you guys. Okay, yeah, Dwayne is right there, you guys. But anyway, he was like the little geeky nerd like fella, but he had a swag, and his swag really got on at the end of it, you guys. Okay, and Ron was the guy with the hat on right there, you guys. See, that's Ron. Ron was the one. He's like a musician, you know. He had talent. Ron had talent, majoring probably in some type of music or something like that in the college, you know what I'm saying? So they all had what they was majoring in. They was working hard towards it, but at the same time, they came together, got to know each other, and just showing you how it's a different world. How you would have to come to a whole nother place in college. How you have to come and grow up real fast and get used to different personalities. How to work with other people, and you find out that all the other people. That's Mr. Gaines in the back right there. All the other people, you have to learn how to get along and make it work and come together so you all can pretty much go to the same cause, and that's graduating from college so you can have a better life in this world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a different world when you leaving high school. Now this is you coming into a whole different ball game from people from all over, but you'll find out that really we're one big happy family. So different world showed a lot of different sides to life, y'all. There were college students coming from all over. Like I said, there was Ron, Dr. War, Colonel Taylor. Oh, Colonel Taylor. Colonel Taylor is that's the one with the green ROTC suit. That's Colonel Taylor. That's Jalecia, man. And she didn't play battle neither, y'all. So Colonel Taylor, I liked him too because he was big on discipline. And he showed them how to carry themselves, clean yourself up, how to hold your head up. Colonel Taylor had a very important role in the sitcom too. And it's Kim right there in the yellow, y'all. And Freddie and Mr. Game in the back right there. I mean, it's just a great sitcom. So let me say that this the music, y'all know, here's the chance to make it. You can focus on your goal. That's a different word. It's a different world. Hey, that's a hidden song right there. From where I come from, everybody can relate to that. It's composed by Don Lewis and Bill Cosby. Gardner. Awards, NAACP Awards for Outstanding Actress in Comedy Series. Yeah, wow. And that's what's going on. But the executive producers is David Allen and Tom Warner. Executive producers in this, you guys, in this sitcom right here. So they did a great, fantastic job, and I think that we need more sitcoms like this, more and more. We could never get enough showing not just for all people, but how that things could be different but still positive. You know what I'm saying? So I had to give them kudos on that. David Allen and Tom Warner and Bill Cosby, all them was a part of this show, you guys, for producing it. And it says the first episode, it dated back in September 24, 1987. And the final episode was dated back to the 9th of 1993. That was the last one. That's the year I graduated. So I just wanted to share that. And there's Oprah right there. Y'all make some noise. Oprah was on that jump. Yeah. Yeah, you know it was positive. There's Sinbad. Oh, it was some stars that came. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We had great comedy as well as real life, man. It was a great sitcom right there. So there's Oprah and there's Sinbad. You know, he made the show real funny too, you know what I'm saying? Because but he made it funny, he was teaching at the same time. You know, it was comedy at the same time. It was real where he was bringing forth and he was helping keeping while they was in the dorm, especially them little tackhead boys. He kept kind of help keep them in line. You know what I'm saying? So his role was great in it as well, you guys. Uh, and then there's this was one of my favorite ones right here. This was Mr. Game, y'all. Yeah, Mr. Game right there. How many of y'all love Mr. Game? Mr. Game had that old southern accent. Man, he was I don't know where he was from, but Mr. Game, I think he's from he had a real southern accent when he talked. But he helped, girl, if you don't pick that back, girl, he didn't ever say girl, he said girl. Mr. Game. So he was one of my favorite ones. He ran the restaurant part, in the cafeteria when you come to get some good food in there. Mr. Game is gonna get you straight. You hear me? So that was one of my favorite ones too. It just made me think about when we used to go to the cafeteria when we were hungry. It's good to see people like Mr. Gaines working, what I'm saying, in the cafeteria because he's gonna have everything in order. But at the same time, he's still gonna put you in your place now. What you want, girl, you're holding up the line. You want a job or not? So he was real important, you guys, to it as well. And how you doing, Mac Mama? Thank you for tuning in. Okay, what about this right here, y'all? And I'm gonna read a little bit something about it. This is when they start stepping. Y'all remember the stepping shows? I know y'all seen a lot of the stepping stuff now, but a lot of this stuff, different world. And there was I think it was shout out to Spike Lee, School Days, because a lot of that stuff was coming from the stepping and all that was coming out of movies that Spike Lee, different world. A lot of them they were showing, especially I'm gonna say the African American community. They was really showing us the what's the word I'm looking for? It was really showing us how they do it with the fraternities and stuff like that in the colleges and how everybody wanted to be a part of it, wanted to get in there, and it looked so. It was. They just looked. It was so together with what they was doing, their step moves and everything. So they did all that in him. There was the college that Denise went to. Because like once again, Denise was leaving home from the Cosby Show family. And this is what they need to make movies out of it. It needs to be a movie made for this. I mean, this is for the times of today. It's a different time, but at the same time, it's still a different world. So this right here is when like I said, they was doing the step shows in at the college too, because they still had their fraternity groups and stuff there. Yeah, so this sitcom was very inspiring, y'all. Very inspiring. It's worth watching. And today they run reruns, and I still watch it today. And I think this is one of the ones we should let the children watch because this is very positive. You know what I'm saying? And it's on the right program level for students and kids. Period. You know what I'm saying? To want to do better with their life. So how about this character right here, Kimberly Reese? How many of y'all love Kimberly Reese? Kimberly was inspired to be a doctor. That's what Kimberly was going to be, a doctor. She was real smart. Her character, she was real smart in it. You know what I'm saying? It was like nothing that if she had a problem that couldn't be solved, then I don't know what to tell you because Kimberly was like, her IQ was real high. And she was in there doing the darn thing. She ended up going to med school, I think. She behind her, she ended up becoming a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So she probably was the softest part right here. That's when she first started, Denise first went there. But she was inspiring to be a doctor. And I think at the end, like I said, she made it. But, it talks about the trials that she went through some of the stuff that she went through on her journey to make it through college, to get her degree and to make it through med school and all that. So man, this is real life right here. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's very inspiring because it showed at the time how young people were inspired to do what they need to do to take care of some business to make their life better, so their life can be a different world. You know what I'm saying? So, also, what about this right here, you guys? What about this? Oh yeah, I know y'all loving it. Mm-hmm. That's old Tupac Shakur. Yeah, Tupac was on that joint too, y'all. Mm-hmm. Tupac was on that joint too. Tupac was on that joint, y'all. That shit back in the 90s when he met this young lady right here when she was young and she still looking good at her age now. Jada Pickett, y'all, Smith on the show where he played her jealous boyfriend or boyfriend or something. I don't know what it was. But yeah, so homie that she kicked with or something, kicked it with, it wasn't nothing serious with her because she had her mind on little. That was my old life. I'm in here trying to do something with myself. I'm gonna do better because she had this in Smith. I'm sorry, I'm not. Yeah. Jada Pinkett Smith. She played the character of being, you know, uh, being look. I'm sassy. I might have a smart mouth, but she had a lot to learn because a lot of the older, by the time she got there, a lot of the people that had been there, like the Rain them and Willie them, they had to kind of keep these young people that was coming in line because they was like the juniors and the seniors in college, and they coming in not knowing things, trying to run things and do things. Lena was one of the ones that with the little sassy mouth, talking crazy and bad to them. They had to constantly keep her little tail in line, keep her guided on the right step. Her and the ones that was in her little generation. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, look, if you want to graduate, that's how it's supposed to be. The juniors and the seniors, they look back and tell the little sophomores and freshmen, hey, look, you don't have to do this and do that to stay focused on what you need to do, girl, so you can get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They were on their way out, So she played that character. And her little jealous boyfriend was Tupac Shakur. Uh-oh. That means it's time for the fact of crap game. You guys, we're going to come right back to that. My little head done tear today. Okay, this is Little Lady Blue Podcast. If you just tuned in, Facebook, YouTube, I know y'all love this little show. I need y'all to do me one favor, y'all. I need y'all to watch, like, and subscribe to my channel, which is... I need y'all to watch, like, and subscribe. BS.BS.show. You guys watch, like, subscribe, and share. Leave your comments as well. Now, I need your comments. Okay. The fact of crap. And all this is when I ask a question, you guys get to tell me, is it a fact or is it crap? All right, y'all. The fact of crap question today is originally throwing salt over the left shoulder was thought to throw was thought to throw it into the eyes of the devil. Is that a fact or is that crap? I'll read it again. Originally, throwing salt over the left shoulder, I ain't never heard of this, was thought to throw it into the eyes of the devil. Originally throwing salt over the left shoulder was thought to throw it into the eyes of the devil. Is that a fact or is that crap? I need y'all to tell me. Type it in the chat right now. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, type it into the chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Okay, I got to give y'all the answer. If you're just tuning in, I asked the fact of crap question, which is originally throwing salt over the left shoulder was thought to throw it into the eyes of the devil. Some people say fact, and the answer is to that question. Yes, You're right, people. If you said fact, you are right. Make some noise. So now y'all know throwing salt over your shoulder is known to throw salt into the devil's eyes. I don't know. That's the crap question. Y'all have to figure that out on your own. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all enjoyed that. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. Okay. We were talking about Tupac showed on the show as well, and I want to read a little bit more about different world. That's Tupac himself. He made it himself on that show back then. You guys, him and Lena, that was her name. They were boyfriends and girlfriends, I think. But anyway, let me read a little bit about this different world to you guys. Let me read a little bit back because we read these sitcoms today. They were very inspiring sitcoms. We need more like this, and the children need more positive things like this on the TV. So, A Different World is an American sitcom television show in a spinoff of the Cosby Show. Television series that aired for 6 seasons on NBC. Aired for 6 seasons on NBC from September 24th, 1987 to July the 9th, 1993. The series originally centered on Denise Huxtable and the life of students at Hillman College. So, man, wow. So it says after Lisa Bonet, now y'all know she left the show, but after Lisa Bonet departed the first season, the remainder of the series primarily focused more on the Southern Belle. And y'all know who that was, Whitley Gilbert. Yeah, Whitley Gilbert and Dwayne, they kind of focused on their relationship. They ended up getting together, even though Dwayne ended up being a teacher and a businessman. So I think he ended up being a teacher. You think you remember who Whitley is? You can type in the chat. I think he was a teacher, and Whitley ended up doing what she did. Uh, and after so long, Whitley and Dwayne, they fell in love with each other, y'all. That really when the show got real good because nobody ever thought that Whitley Gilbert was going to fool with this little geeky nerd that everybody kind of despised because they thought Dwayne was just so geeky. Really had it going on. Dwayne was smart, educated, and he tried to have swag, and his swag ended up getting on point because he ended up getting the girl that he wanted, which is, oh yeah, it got good, y'all. Cause see, this real life here, and it happens like that sometimes. And he married. I mean, Whitley, even though they had their problems, they stayed focused on school. They never quit school. They never showed them dropping out. Anything. They stayed focused on graduating. So all of them can do and be what they want to be with their dreams and stuff. So Whitley ended up meeting this guy, and she ended up trying to marry this guy. And so the whole thing turned, and it focused on them. Right in the middle. I think at the last part of where they was getting ready to graduate and stuff, these folks finna get their degrees, so they really finna have good jobs and everything it takes to make it in this world. She fell for this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say she fell for him, but she ain't had problems, so they went their own way. So the show got real good. It got real good, you guys, and everybody didn't know really what was gonna happen. So they wrote some great storylines and stuff that people was just didn't ever expect. You know what I'm saying? And but all of a sudden, there it is. Booyah. Dwayne said, hell no, you can't have my woman. And he came to the rescue at that wedding when they was going to get married. That was like the finale, y'all. It was like the finale. He came to the wedding and was like, hell no, you can't have my woman. I want my woman. He said, will you? And she was like, what? And mama was like, just die. Just die. I think that was played by the late great Diane Carroll. She was like, just die. Y'all remember that? She was like, just die. And he was hearing it. And he was like, Willie, if you would have me, dude, like, what the hell you doing? He was like, I'm sorry, dude. I love her. And man, that was the most exciting and the most, beautiful thing. It showed how you can fight for love, you can fight for education, you can fight for all that and still win, y'all. So this was a very positive sitcom. You know what I'm saying? And they all achieved their goals at the end. So This lady right here, yeah, makes some noise. It's Debbie Allen. I used to love her on Fame too. Fame, I'm gonna live forever. Yes, y'all remember y'all children, y'all better do y'all history. Y'all better do some history. Y'all better do some history. Y'all better get into the history. You hear me? That was a bad show too. But she had produced this show right here, you guys, Mr. Woman. And they did a great job. You know, Mr. Bill Cosby did the spin off from the Cosby show. And at the time they brought us some very positive sitcoms. So Little Lady Blue just wanted to share that with y'all. Y'all go and do your own research now, come up with your own conclusions. But I thought A Different World again was a very inspiring show. Very inspiring, very inspirational. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our show for today. And I want y'all to go on your own. If you want to see this again, look, I need y'all to do me a favor now. I want y'all to get to my page, which is watch, like, and subscribe to all the shows because you might learn something there. That's the cool thing about this podcast. You might learn something. And so, look, I do my little chilling out Saturday. You guys check me out. I cheat the flea market. I told y'all, come on down and try to get back down to that thing. You might be able to walk through there and find something you want. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the show for tonight. Thank you, Mac Mama, and all my fans, friends, and family. One love. I'm gonna be back on this thing. You guys stay tuned. And when you get that notification, that means I'm going live. So till the next time, you guys have a great, great, great night. Yes, up.